For my breakfast, I decided to make something a little bit different. I made these sweet potato pieces of toast, and I saw this on a video and really wanted to try it out myself. So all I did was wash my sweet potato and cut it into some slices. I recommend cutting them into thinner slices than this though, because it didn't cook mine that well. I think if it's thinner, it will cook all the way through way better. I then picked out some cherry tomatoes to put on top, and I don't know why, but I picked out all the red ones because I think I like them best and they look really nice. I then just gave them a rinse, and then of course I chopped them up into small pieces. You probably need to put the sweet potatoes in your toaster about 3 times just so they cook properly. And now I'm frying myself an egg, and I actually use oil for this. Usually I'd use coconut oil, and I'm also just putting the cherry tomatoes on top of my sweet potato while the egg cooks. I also added some sea salt and some pepper just to add flavor, and then once my egg was done, I flipped it over as well actually, because I always find it really hard for the top of the egg to be done. But then I just put it on top and that was it. It looks really interesting actually, and it actually tasted really nice. But I definitely recommend that you cut the slices up a lot thinner so then it cooks through the sweet potato much better. I also had a cup of tea with my breakfast and that was it. It was super nice. And to be honest, I really didn't need as much of this because this was a lot. I actually gave some to my grandma afterwards because I couldn't finish it, but it was really nice. Now for lunch, I'm making this super yum wrap with like all of my favorite ingredients in it. So to start off with, I'm going to be taking this big, I don't know what I'd call it, avocado masher. I'm not sure, I feel like it's got a proper name, but you could just take a bowl. And then I'm squeezing half an avocado into it, pouring some chickpeas into it, and then I'm just mashing it all together. I find this so fun and I just find it really therapeutic. I'm just bashing it until it's like all smooth. And chickpeas and avocado together is the best combination, guys. It's really, really nice. I'm then going to add some tinned sweet corn. I love sweet corn, it adds so much flavor. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to mix it all in. I'm having some more cherry tomatoes for lunch, and this time I am taking the orange ones because I ran out of the red ones, and I'm cutting up them really fine. Usually I'd cut them up even finer than this, like how you'd cut them up if you were going to make guacamole or something. I guess this is kind of similar to guacamole. Then I'm just putting them in the bowl and stirring it all together. Now that that's done, I'm just going to put it in my wrap, and I put quite a bit of this in, and I'm going to be using this like Greek pita bread, so it's not actually a wrap, but it's the only thing we had. I don't really love these things though, to be honest. They fall apart. They're really filling, which is great, but they do fall apart at the sides, which is a little bit inconvenient. But all up, it tasted amazing. I love making this, and I love when I have leftovers because I can have it for other meals as well. And now for dinner, I'm going to be making my version of a pad see ew. So to start off with, I'm just going to boil my rice noodles, and I like to boil the kettle first, so then it does this a whole lot quicker. Then I'm going to be taking my pan and some spray oil. You can use coconut oil if you want to be a bit healthier. And I'm going to add some chicken. I know a lot of people use different meat like lamb or beef or, I don't know, pork. I don't know if people use pork for this, but I like chicken just because it's, I don't know, I just like the taste of chicken. And then I'm just going to be cutting it up finer. I realized once I put it in, I was like, oh, I should probably cut this up. So I'm cutting it up once it's in the pan with some scissors. And yeah, then I'm just going to put it on medium heat and stir it around, add some salt and pepper. I accidentally deleted this clip, but I actually accidentally poured all of the salt from the salt shaker in because the salt shaker broke. It was pretty funny, so then I had to drain the chicken, which was odd. I also added a little bit of sugar as well for taste. Now to make your sauce, I'm taking a whole load of sauces, and it really varies on the portion that you have to the amount of sauce that you need. I was making this for a family of 8, so I used quite a lot. So I shook heaps of the oyster sauce in this, and then I added, what did I add next? Let's wait for the next clip. Oh, sweet soy sauce, and I added heaps of this. I think I just finished off this whole bottle, to be honest. And now finally I added some dark soy sauce, and then that's pretty much it. You just stir it all together, and this is what creates a really nice flavor in the pad see ew. When my chicken was done, I just put it on the side because you don't want it to overcook and then it will become really tough. I then just took some more oil in the pan and I added some garlic that I had chopped up. I did this off camera because I thought it was a bit boring. And I just stirred it around. Then I just got this Chinese broccoli. Chinese broccoli tastes so good, and you need a lot of it because believe me, once it's heated up, it shrinks. So I'm just going to be stirring this, and as you can see, the heat is making it shrink a little bit as it sweats. And yeah, this is a lot, but it just doesn't look like it once everything else is added in there. And then I added some bean sprouts, which actually I don't think is in the recipe, but I thought would be really nice. So it actually tasted really good. It was something extra healthy. So I'm stirring that in as well. Now I'm adding my chicken back into the pan, and then I'm pouring my sauce all over it. And I feel like I did things in a little bit of a weird order here. I probably shouldn't have stirred it until I put the rice noodles in, but then at this point I realized that I hadn't added them in. So I added them in, my pan was overflowing, we had so much, but having a family of 8 in your house is quite difficult. It means you need to cook a lot of food, but yeah, we had leftovers as well, I swear. So yeah, I'm stirring this all in, and then I'm just going to take another pan after this. If you had enough room in this pan, you could do this in the same pan, but I didn't have enough room. And I'm just going to be cracking an egg and scrambling it. Actually, I cracked 2 eggs and scrambled them. And this really adds flavor to the recipe. And then I'm just going to pour it in and stir it all together. I always thought that Thai food wasn't that healthy, but this definitely is. So if you don't want to order Thai food, you can definitely make it yourself. All of these meals were super delicious and super easy, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know if you'd like to see more What I Eat in a Day videos. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!